Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of She Is Cooked, where I pair my favorite plants and plates. Today I'm switching it up and taking you on an adventure to my favorite butcher shop, which lies inside of El Safadi's Mediterranean supermarket. They also have a gas station outside, and the assortment of goods in here is unbelievable. I cannot wait to show you, but I also can't wait to introduce you to Omar and the people behind the counter that make this place so special. So come along inside with me. So inside the supermarket, you need to head down to the very back of the shop, and that's where you'll see OJ's Halal Meats. And this is where I always come to get our steaks. Don't get me wrong, folks, they do it all here. And there's something so peaceful and pleasant about the atmosphere in here, knowing that it's owned by, a family business, and they take the time and care to do it right. Every time we show up, Omar remembers us, and he always goes extra thick steaks and starts getting to cutting. We stumbled upon this place while looking for halal meats for a barbecue when we had some friends coming over, and it popped up on Google, and we are so glad that we came here. We now make the drive about 25 to 30 minutes across the city one way. It's absolutely worth the trek for the quality, the price, and of course, to support this cool team. He clearly loves his job. Like, look at that smile on that face. Omar is the best. He really takes the time to connect with all of his customers, and he's always so grateful that we make the drive. Even so much so that right here, he's giving my son some free beef jerky. And look at that, outside of the shop, just talking to all of his customers. I love it. Anyway, we gotta grab other ingredients. So here's Nick and my wonderful human walking through the store, and we are over to, of course, I had to take a shot of the desserts. How could I not? Look at how beautiful they are. Literally one of every color, one of every flavor. I have yet to actually try any, but I will. Nick grabbed some pitas and, of course, embarrassed himself by almost putting them in that guy's cart. Then we went over to the olives. Now, I didn't grab any of these this time, although I very much wanted to. I was going to be heading out of town. I didn't have time to eat them before then, but look at all this stuff. And here we have it, folks. I grabbed 12 steaks at El Safadi's. Immediately, we get home and start to vacuum seal them to toss them in the freezer. But of course, we kept some out so Nick could make us boy dinner. So it starts off with his favorite restaurant-style McCain potatoes. Slamming them all around, I guess, and just beating them up. And then we arrange them into a single layer on the pan. Next up, he's seasoning the steaks, and I thought I'd show off. We're having the Keg steak seasoning. I've actually never tried it. It's our first time. Yeah. So creepy. Oh, I just zoomed in on you rubbing your hands together with your gloves on. An interesting technique from Nick, using his hand as a backboard shield in order to salt up these steaks, and he's just going one by one. Now he's rubbing all of those spices into the meat. Now to flip them over and get the other side.
Okay, keep going. Perfect. There we go. A little bit more on all of them, yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Perfect.
It's really too cute watching Nick teach my kiddo how to cook. And there you have it, folks. The perfectly seasoned all over Keg spice steaks. Keg, yep. I don't know what I'm saying. Now, I actually had never seen this before, throwing some olive oils on steaks. Apparently, you're supposed to do that to keep them from sticking. At least that's what Nick tells me. But I've never in my life seen this. So if you have, let me know. Setting the steaks aside for a moment, I'm checking on the potatoes. And now I'm following Nick outside with those steaks to get them ready for the barbecue. Listen to that sizzle. Sheesh! Now, Nick loves to use this garlic and herb butter on top of the steak, so he usually cuts it and then leaves it to the side. While the steaks are cooking and the potatoes are in, it's time to actually get cooked. So today I'm trying the Status Cha-Ching Cherry infused pre-roll with keef coating, and it looks fantastic. I actually can't wait to try it. Here we go. Now, I'm not going to be talking to the camera, so between all of us, it tastes just like a sweet cherry candy from the Runts candy collection, if you've ever tried that. And now I can introduce you all to Cheddar, my boyfriend's mom. She is hilarious and has been a long time consumer, and it's really fun trying all the new products with her. And clearly, we have a lot of fun and are equally as weird. So pray for my beautiful boyfriend. Now, he doesn't typically love infused pre-rolls, but he will try the Status ones with me, and he did enjoy the flavor of this one, but of course I loved it even more. Now it's time to check on these steaks, and wouldn't you know it, our propane ran out, so beautiful boyfriend had to move as quickly as possible to get it back going and start that barbecue up. He was mildly embarrassed because this does not show his best steak cooking skills, so don't judge this entire video and assume that this is the best steak he can do. He ran out of propane. He can only do so much, folks. And I mean, visually, these bad boys look unreal. I cannot wait to try one. So let's get these off the grill and back inside of the house, where Nick is going to be slapping those pre-cut slabs of the garlic and herb butter, and then he's going to be covering it with tinfoil and letting it sit for a while we get these potatoes out and the rest of the things that we need. So potatoes, Nick brings those on out, and he just gets them off the tinfoil, I guess, and gets them ready for us to eat. They're like already pre-seasoned. There's nothing really to do with them. They're the McCain ones. The steaks are ready and they look beautiful. I cut my son so you could see a cross section. I love the Heinz tomato ketchup, and that is the only way I'm eating these thick ass potato fries. So there you have it. Nick is plating me up the most aesthetic plate I've ever seen. Thank you so much. Yeah, and there is boy dinner. I love boy dinner actually, and I will definitely ask Nick to make it a few more times this summer. I almost forgot. We have to add the Diet Pepsi as well. That's a staple for boy dinner. And there you have it, folks. Thanks for joining me on another episode of She Is Cooked. I'll see you again next week.